And another one. Hey, and another one. And another one. And another one. So this is, remember I was showing you all the pieces if you saw the video. First of all, Most High God, please block anybody trying to interfere with this reading and this video. Do step in and deliver your messages to we, your children, before I forget to pray. So, y'all remember me showing you these when they were in pieces? You remember this part? That's what that was for. Made by Chanel Green. And another one. And look what I got next. I got this one to play with next. What shall this one become? We don't know. I told y'all I belong in the fashion industry, okay? When you have a natural gift for something, that's how you know you belong there, right? Earrings by Chanel Green. And the choker I had on yesterday. And y'all have seen these bracelets before by Chanel Green. Pants by Primark. Yeah. Me and all my toys. This is how we rocking it today. Yesterday, I think the jealous bitches were around this on my outfit yesterday. So they had me dwelling in poison all day. My phone was just sending out poisons all day. Since I came off the live, they just poisoned me all fucking day. And even the one in the kitchen had been turned on and was just spewing out those horrible poisons all day. Eventually, I just went to sleep. And here I am with another one. You jealous bitch. You got money. You got money to buy stuff. I don't have any money to buy anything, so I have to make my own. And so I end up with original garms. You can't find this anywhere. Original clothes for original babes. Y'all don't even come a dime a dozen. Y'all come like a dime a thousand. All y'all look alike. All y'all dress alike. And when y'all ain't dressing alike, y'all are going around stealing other people's creativity and stealing other people's intellectual property to make yourselves look good. I didn't steal this from anybody. I got this straight from the divine, straight from the source. Ow, 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 ow. Can you see me on the beach? Can you see me on the beach? I can. I hope my boob don't drop out. Yeah, and these are real. These babies are real. None of this is made in China. Okay. Nothing here is made in China. It's all me. Okay. So yeah, y'all thought it would be a great idea to let's block this bitch's money. This cost about £3. And look at the magic I can create with it. I made y'all mad over and over again because of my 3 pound uh, crochet thread and because of my 12.99 pieces of cloth. How that make you feel? I've made y'all jealous of me over and over again with cloth that cost $12.99 and a whole bunch of safety pins. Yesterday, that's what that was. That was just cloth and safety pins. I showed y'all the safety pins. I didn't even make that permanently. And y'all were mad and jelly. Y'all were mad and jealous. And y'all got money. Y'all could buy all type of expensive things. Y'all wanna flex on me in your red bottom shoes and your Louis V shirt and your Balenciagas and your Yeezys and your Christian Louboutin and your Versace and your Alexander McQueen and your Jimmy Choos and your name them. And I come out here and rattle y'all into uncomfortability with some yarn that costs $3.99 and a piece of cloth that costs $12.99. And you see this? This is piece of cloth from when I cut and make another project, and it was just left over, and I just made it into some earrings. That's what y'all mad about. And this is a piece of, when you go to uh, the shops that sell fabrics and stuff, and they got like the reels of ribbons and different trimmings and stuff. That's what this is. It's just a piece of trimming. I put a button on it, and I sewed this onto it. But this is how it came, and I just added my little bits to it. And this is what y'all are mad about. This is what y'all are jealous of. And these are plastic bottles. After I drink my drink, I cut the bottle and I painted them. These are my paintings, my design. Right? This is what y'all are mad about. It's a plastic bottle. I think it was a Rubicon bottle. I was drinking some guava drink. That was poisoned, by the way. Because Chanel is not allowed to go to no shop and enjoy anything. We gotta make that bitch suffer. So everybody wanna make me suffer. But I turned my pain into profit. As usual. You can never keep a good woman down. Always keep a smile when they want me to frown. Yeah. So this is what y'all are jealous of. This is what y'all are going crazy about. This is what made y'all feel small, less than. Don't you feel stupid? Hmm? I love this design though. I love the combination of colors. And I put a little white trimming around the edge just to kind of balance it out. And my crochet skills, I'm just beginning. I've never made myself crochet clothes before. I've made crochet hats before, but I've never made clothes before out of crochet. I've just started. You wouldn't believe that, but it's the truth. You can do anything you put your mind to. If at first you don't succeed, you try again. Instead of being jealous of people, go learn some skills. And guess what happened, y'all? After they saw me started doing all these incredible things with the yarn, They started to soak the yarn with some kind of chemical, right? And where I hold the yarn, the chemical kept soaking in my finger and just damaging these two fingers. I don't know if y'all could see it, but it was like stripping and peeling and feeling rough. Yeah. Wait, let me show y'all something. Malika has a carpet in her room, and I don't like carpets because if you have carpets, then you need to buy a carpet cleaner in order to keep it clean, or you have to get on your hands and knees and scrub and whatnot to keep it clean because she likes to exercise on it, and it's just, cleanliness is godliness. So I decided I need some carpets that I could throw in the washing machine, okay? Because nobody got time for that. So I tried my first time at making a carpet, and this is what I came up with. It's just a basket weave. All I have to do now is buy some kind of trimming and put it on the edge. Sew it on. But yeah. And I realized it makes a great scarf. I was like, oh my God, I need to make myself a scarf out of this. And a jacket. I wanna get some of this thick crochet fabric because these are the thicker ones. I wanna make a nice jacket out of it. So that's gonna be my next attempt. But it's so cozy. Oh my God. I love it. Yeah, so I made this one. This was my very, very first one. And I couldn't keep the pattern the same. I had to like switch it up. Yeah, original. It's just art. Earth without art is just eh. So this is my first carpet. So I make carpets too. But I only do this stuff for my family, okay? Until I become expert. Because if you see how many mistakes I make, I have to go over it and correct it. I don't think that a paying client would appreciate it. Although I end up with great results, I make mistakes, okay? And people paying me money, they're not gonna have time for that. But it's okay. My family understands where I'm at in my development, and this is the second one that I made. I made this one wider because that one was too small. So yeah, this is the second rug that I made. So I just have to kind of join them together, probably with some buttons or Velcro or something. So when she's exercising, it's all good. Isn't that beautiful? And I decided to leave the shaggy bits on the end of this. This is what the yarn looked like. But they had this well laced with poison, bro. Oh my God. Yeah. So that's what they do to me. And I just keep moving on anyway. Yeah. So I don't only make clothes, I make earrings and jewelry and rugs and these make a great scarf, bruv. Or just a even throws for your couches and stuff. You could easily throw this over your couch. Look at that. She hasn't used it as a rug yet. We haven't started. Yeah, look at that. Tell me this don't look like some royal shit. It's like, who's that? Oh, that's just Chanel green. Yeah, we dance on. Even through the struggle, even through the fight, we dance on, okay? So I got poisoned. I got my rug. Okay, you got to poison me, but I got my product. I got my great clothes that's making y'all jealous, making y'all feel like fools. making y'all feel like, what the fuck have I been doing with my life? Yeah, what the fuck have you been doing with your life? How many skills do you have? Hmm? Yeah. You should try spend less time looking at other people and minding other people's business. You should spend less time trying to be mean to other people that's actually doing something with their life, and actually do something with your life. Yeah. That's how I became so skillful, is because I pay attention in my own space. I don't look outside. I find things to do, constructive things to occupy myself. And if I keep this up, look at how many different avenues of revenue I'm creating for my future self. Like, what are your plans for 2044? By 2044, if y'all think you're mad now about my little climb up the ladder, y'all gonna have heart attacks and shit. I suggest that you stop being angry and start getting busy doing your own thing. Okay, go learn something. The money that you're spending to throw magic at me and to get people to turn on these valves on me and to get people to come around me and intimidate me or intimidate my child or whatever, you should spend it on probably buy some yarn, buy some cloth, buy some beads, buy some nylon, buy some earring hooks, buy some whatever. Go take a course. You see what I'm saying? It'll be better spent, I promise you. And your future self will be happy for you. And I could watch your creations and say, wow, yeah, I like that, you know, rather than you having to watch me shine, thinking, yeah, I like that, but at the same time, you're saying, I hate that bitch. Like, what's that for? And so there's a thin line between admiration and envy. You cross it every time. You don't even have control of your own psychology. If you like it, stop hating. Either get somebody to make one for you or something. But why you gotta make me suffer? Hmm? What kind of spirit is that in you? So you're the only one that's allowed to look good. You're the only one that's allowed to have nice things. What have I done to you that you feel that I am not allowed to have good things? What have I done to anybody to justify you feeling like I shouldn't have nice things? What have I done to you to justify you feeling like I should suffer? What have I done to anybody to justify you feeling like I should suffer? The answer is nothing. Lies don't stand up in real spiritual court. God knows the answer, and you're going to pay for every time you've made me suffer unjustly. We promise. That's how nature has been set. And I hope to God that when you're getting punished for the fuckery that you've done to me, that God make you aware that you are getting punished for the fuckery that you did to me unjustly. Amen. So even though y'all lace the crochet threads with poison, I'm still going to do what I have to do. Just so you know, I will not stop because I deserve to have nice things too. Y'all took my job, y'all took my clients, y'all took the access to my phone, y'all got my phone blocked from the public calling me. So, God give me this, God give me this, God give me this, God give me this, God give me the skills to create this. Go suck your mother. Eat your motherfucking heart out. Since I can't buy my wardrobe, I'll just make it. Alrighty, Most High. What do you want to talk about today? Besides what we just talked about. Is there anything you want to talk about today? Well, I know there's something, but what do you want to talk about today? Hang on. My lips are dry from the poisons that's in my milk. We just grease and move on. You know, every time I consume something and I sense the poisons in there, I just throw it away. So it's like, how much did it cost you to get that done? And I get hit with it like one time, maybe two times, and I just dash the whole thing away. So I'm spending maybe £1 something, £2 something. How much did it cost you? Because you have to pay somebody somewhere to contaminate those goods, right? First of all, you have to pay for the mixture, the contaminating mixture, whether it's a dream potion or something to rotten my teeth and all the other little potions that you be putting in my food. So first you have to pay for the person to mix the potion, or at least the chemicals, the ingredients. Then you have to pay for it to be put into whatever the product is. And there's a lot of products that y'all be sabotaging like this. And then y'all need to pay for, probably need to pay the person in the shop to put it on the shelf or something like that when I come in. I'm not really sure, but I'm sure you spend a lot more than £1.39. I buy the product for £1.39, maybe £2 like for the milk. I lose like £2, but you, how much money do you lose every time I throw away your potion? I get hit with it once, twice, and dash it in the bin. And you got to do it all over again. And you wonder why y'all are looking old and tired. And I'm not. There's no rest for the wicked. That's why. And it shows. Thank God for plastic surgery and hair dyes. Whew. Y'all walking around smiling like you're happy people. Y'all ain't happy people. When you get by yourself, oh my God. When you're by yourself with your thoughts, it's the worst times, isn't it? Yeah, well, everybody choose their path in life. Your life is what you make it. And my life is what I make it. So be mad, you talentless bitch. All right. So we got psychological manipulation. God got something to say. I said, be mad, you talentless bitch. And God had something to add to the conversation. So when we got psychological manipulation, it didn't work. And in this case, it's not even just psychological manipulation. For y'all, it's financial manipulation. So this is about me and y'all today. It is about psychological manipulation. Y'all tried to make me not have any confidence in myself. Like I've always been that girl. Anybody, whoever knew me when I was younger, who would tell you the truth of who I am, would tell you I was always that girl. You think I'm gonna not believe that I'm that girl now because of who some bullies? Nah, that's what you would do. I don't give a fuck if everybody in the world hate me. God love me. And that's enough. And God is never gonna stop loving me. Because if God love y'all, God definitely love me. And God's love is enough for me. I don't give a fuck about nobody else who choose not to love me. Y'all don't affect my life. Y'all don't affect my happiness. Because why would you not love me? Anybody who don't love me, you're utterly, you are utterly irrelevant. Because why would you not like me? Why would you not love me? What have I done? You see what I'm saying? So because I know I haven't done anything to anyone to warrant hatred, you become irrelevant automatically. Y'all need to speak the truth about what I have done to you people to make y'all be so hateful towards me. From the government, come right down. All the governments, the UK government, the US government, and Montserrat government, and all the people in the secret societies and the little secret groups who all got together to try and hurt me. I don't give a fuck. All y'all are irrelevant. Y'all don't have no good reason for not liking me. Y'all don't have no good reason for fighting against me. So you're irrelevant automatically. So yeah, your psychological manipulation didn't work. Your financial manipulation didn't work. Your sociological manipulation didn't work. Because God say a prophet don't have no honor in their own land. But you know who love me? The strangers. People who see me for who I am. People who have no reason, no vested interest to lie about what they see. They love me. So you are irrelevant. I've been standing on my own 2 feet since I was a little girl. I've never liked friends or company. I've never been that type of person. I'm used to being on my own. I like being on my own. You can't be on your own. There's something wrong with you. Because if you were put in the situation that I was put in, where you were made an outcast, you would curl up, suffer, and die. Nobody likes me. Why don't nobody like me? Why is everybody fighting against me? That's why y'all used it on me, because y'all thought that it would work on me the way that you know it would work on you. Y'all should be honest about who I was as a child. I was always alone. Y'all don't know me to have any friends. The only people I used to hang out with is my family, and it's because they're close to me. It's either my cousins or my brothers or my sisters, or those who I thought were my cousins, brothers, and sisters, because they're not my real family. Or maybe friends of my brothers, or it's never my own friends. I've had 1 or 2 people, well, maybe 3 or 4 people try to come into my energy, but I didn't really care either way. I've always been fine on my own. But yeah, so the sociological, financial, and psychological manipulation didn't work. What else did y'all do? Biological manipulation, chemical manipulation, all that didn't work. All the manipulations that y'all doing to me, it's not working. Okay? We got quit. Number of persons involved more than 5,000. We got code word, airport, words, speech, elders, and adults. You see? So a lot of people are deserting y'all in y'all fight against me. More than 5,000 of them quit again. Y'all group is getting smaller and smaller and smaller every week. Oh my God. Because I've been saying the words that the people them need to hear. And because they don't have a vested interest in being hateful towards me for no fucking apparent reason, they start questioning themselves like, yeah, why are we doing this to this girl? What is the real story here? And they're just like, eh, because they see the maturity in me, elders and adults, and they are listening to the maturity in them. They're not childish like y'all. They're not haters like y'all. Y'all are just haters. That's all. Y'all just jealous. From the one at the top of the food chain who started this thing paying people, they're jealous too. As magical and as ancient as they are, Ptah and whoever else, Ptah is jealous of me too. Ptah thought that he could conform me. Conform me to what? This stupid shit that you call society and social status, social norms. You insult my intelligence. You give this stupid shit you call social norms to the idiots who like to buy into it. I am an elevated being. I do not conform to bullshit. I pave my own path. I make something new if I don't like what is available. I'm that girl. That's why you're all mad. Let's see. So the underlying issue we got, don't waste your time on that. Be productive, be constructive. Yeah. I don't waste my time on your bullshit. These people aren't gonna waste their time on your bullshit. None of us are wasting our time on your bullshit. We got better things to do. Trying to stop someone who is unstoppable. I'm unstoppable because I'm innocent. And the universe protects the innocent. All I have to do is keep myself blameless in God's sight, and your magic will never work. You could keep coming for 1,000,000 years. You fail every time. How stupid are you? Very stupid, apparently. Let's continue. So, yeah, so we got the assistant culprits. Yeah, your assistants, all these 5,000 people that you got hating on me, they quit because they know better. They understand what I'm saying. They understand the situation, and y'all don't have no case. Your assistant culprits, they quit. They say, we ain't wasting our time on this stupid shit. Look, we gotta expect them to try again. They know y'all gonna want them to come hating on me again, and they're like, nah, you're on your own with this one. Yeah, your connections in low places, like I say. Paying the shopkeepers to sell me some bogus shit. Paying your girlfriends or your man friends to intimidate me or intimidate my child when I go out in public. Whether it's by staring me down or just doing some little rude, petty shit. Whether it's having them behind the screen sending negative energy to me, trying to corrupt my message or trying to confuse me or whatever the fuck y'all be trying to accomplish. Y'all just want to make me look bad. They're like, man, fuck y'all. Yeah, God's delegates are on the case. This is why I'm unstoppable. All I have to do is keep myself blameless in God's sight, and I will forever be protected from all your magic. And it don't matter the highest magician that y'all got, anybody that's connected to God is a higher rank magician than all the magicians that y'all got in your low vibration put together. That's why the 11,000 people that came up against me the other day couldn't corrupt my message because I'm connected to God. How you gonna beat God? Y'all lives are sad. Y'all lives are very, very, very sad. Imagine you're trying your damnedest to hurt someone, and no matter what you try, the shit isn't working. Do you know how frustrated my enemies are? These people's lives are sad as fuck. They are very, 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 very frustrated. I know they must be aging quickly. They probably got gray hair up on their cat. Never see a gray hair upon their pussy before. But Chanel give them gray hair upon them punani. That's funny. All the man them too. All them start to go bald and shit. They probably been going overseas to get like hair implants and shit because the hair's just falling out from frustration. Nothing's working on this girl. They're mad as fuck. And every day they see me, I just keep getting better and 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 better. Look, God's delegates are on the case. We got they knew better. Ooh, who's they? Who knew better? Number of persons involved 9 to 15. Okay, so there's a small group of people among this large group of people that know better. They're actually God's people. So in this large group, y'all got some of my soul family working against me, but they're not idiots. They see what's going on here. So when they walk away, they take their people with them. They call their people off the case. Like, please, we're not gonna be dealing with that anymore. But you know what? I'm happy to be going through this, and I'm happy that there's a lot of people involved because God is using my case to teach some very valuable lessons to these secret organizations and the high priests and the high priestesses and the voodoo priests and voodoo priestesses and just the regular people. They can learn a lot from my experience with you wicked people. So as much as you're trying to get people to be on that dark shit with you, with lies, when they start seeing the truth, you just lose them just like that. And what does that do to your relationship with these people? Y'all are alienating yourselves. Y'all made me an outcast based on false reports. And now y'all are making yourselves an outcast based on those same false reports. And y'all are getting people involved in fighting against me, earning them bad karma, corrupting their energy. Getting them in trouble with the universe. You think they appreciate that? So y'all are too stupid to know the level of damage that y'all are doing. Because you don't even care about your own soul. You're not even smart enough to care about your own soul. You're not smart enough to care about your own spirit, your own future. Y'all are blinded by hate and competition. Energy that could have been better spent on yourself, upgrading yourself. If you really want, to be in competition, how about you upgrade your knowledge? Upgrade your strength. Upgrade your gifts. Upgrade your talents. That's what you're supposed to do. You don't try and bring somebody else down because I have to give you permission to bring me down. And furthermore, God has to give you permission to bring me down. So it'll never happen because I haven't done anything to warrant a bring down. I don't deserve to be brought down from my high place. I deserve to go higher. Because in spite of how wicked you people are to me, look at how I am to you. So, yeah, these people, they knew better. The heads of the group, I guess that's the 9 to 15 people, because usually it's a small uh, number of people that's at the top of these organizations. And they did it in another country, state, or island. Or you had them do some shit to me already and they saw the results, and maybe now they're doing it again and they're seeing some crazy shit start happening again. Let's see what comes next. So access is denied. They know these people that you've employed to help you, they know that they get bad karma for coming up against me on your request. And they're not about to get bad karma for your bullshit. Because they're realizing that I don't deserve this. And it's not working on me. But they're still paying for trying to come up against me. They know better. They understand what's happening. So y'all are losing supporters. Y'all are losing people that you can call on to help you fight against me by the thousands. The other day, it was 10,000 people that walked away. And now 5,000 people walking away from helping you fight against me. So that's 15,000 people you cannot call on again. 15,000. Because they know when they come up against me, once they know that it's me, that's the target, they already know what's going to happen. They already know it's a waste of time and they're going to have to pay for fucking with me. They know because they've done it before and they saw the results. And now they're trying it again and they're starting to see like little drizzle. And before the rain start come pouring down, they backed out. They quit. They're not on it with you because you're doing stupidness for stupid reasons. Yeah, access denied in you trying to discredit me. They're not helping you anymore to spread lies on me. They're not helping you anymore to poison me. They're not helping you anymore to do whatever the hell it is, magic that y'all be sending through the screen and all that stupid shit. Lights out. We got number of persons involved, 26 to 30 with divine authority. They know God. And they know God's people. They know God's work. And they see it in our situation. We got adolescent and church. You see? But look at what's been happening. They've been growing in spirit, growing in faith. Like I said, this case, I'm glad that it's happening because it's teaching all these people a lot of valuable spiritual lessons. So now they know when they come across an innocent like myself, don't even bother. So that just carried up their value as a group in their walk through life. They now know that everybody's not the same. They now understand what touch not the Lord's anointed and do God's prophets no harm mean. And now they recognize me as being either one of the Lord's anointed or one of God's prophets. They recognize me as not being a regular girl. You see? Silver lining in every dark cloud. Yeah. So they were adolescent in their faith, but they got the power. They are divine people. So this experience only pushed their faith up a little bit more. It pushed their wisdom up a little bit more. They're climbing the ranks. That's why they backed out, because they see the signs. So we thank you. And they thank you. I thank you on their behalf. Yeah, so that's why they stopped. Stagnation. They stopped helping you. Stagnation to the help that you needed from them. Because this is organized crime involving members of the private sector. So they stopped helping you because they realized this is a crime coming up against me. It's a crime. I didn't do anything to you people. This isn't karma. This isn't revenge. This is an offense. Y'all are offending me. You all are the perpetrators in this case. That's what they're realizing. So them helping a perpetrator makes them co-perpetrator. And they don't want to be that. That's not how they live. That's not how they move. Because they're not like you. They're like me. They're people with morals. They're people who live by a certain standard. They're people who have principles that they live by. High principles. They're people of high vibration. They don't just do whatever they feel like to whoever they feel like just because they want to. These are people who live by God's code, or they try to. So you just gave them another lesson that's going to make them even more powerful and pave the way. Their way is going to be more calm because they had this experience. Touch not the Lord's anointed. Do God's prophets no harm. So they're not helping you anymore exactly because y'all gave them false information about me. Stagnation to the help needed because of falsified official documents or statements, testimonies. It's falsified. Y'all lied on me. That's how y'all get these people to help me. And then they realize that when they're fighting against me, their life keep getting fucked up. And they're wondering, why is our life keep getting fucked up? And so they push it aside. And now you come at them again, wanting their help again. They helped you to hurt me, and they realize our life is getting fucked up again. I saw the signs. They're seeing the pattern here. And so they know I'm not one to be fucked with. Why? Because y'all lied about me. I'm not who y'all been telling these people I am. I haven't done whatever y'all been telling these people I did. And when they believe your lies and come up against me, they get fucked up. They don't want to get fucked up anymore. It's pointless. It's useless. It's stupidity. Like you. You are stupidity for even targeting me in the first place. You are a mountain of stupidity. Because all that money and time that you've been spending trying to hurt me and trying to find other people to help you to hurt me, you could have spent that on yourself, on your children, on your future, on their future. You could have bought businesses. You could have invested that money in a way that is going to bring you returns. Instead, you threw it down the drain trying to hurt me. Mountain of stupidity, you are. Yeah, falsified documents, assassin. Your reputation will be redeemed. My reputation will be redeemed. So what did y'all tell them? Y'all tell them that I be fucking up shit. Y'all tell them that I be ruining things. Y'all told them that I'm a problem. Y'all made them believe that I must be taken out because I'm a danger. Assassin. I assassinate people's careers. I'm assassinating the status quo. I'm assassinating, maybe you told them that I actually killed people. Who knows? But they now know it's all lies. My reputation will be redeemed. So we got, there's nothing you can do about it. Others have to take it from here. Exactly. And I don't have to lift a finger. I don't have to lift a finger to redeem my my reputation, because they already see what's happening and see my redeemers are here. And they're not even people in high places. It's just regular people like me. So there's nothing you can do about it. Others have to take it from here. Number of persons involved, 1,000 now 1 to 5,000. See the 5,000 people there again? And they say they're delusional. It would never happen. See, they know. They know y'all can't conquer me. They know y'all can't conquer me. They just you're just getting bad karma for trying to come against me. And everybody that you get involved to come against me, you make them get bad karma too. But these people are smart enough to recognize what's happening. A lot of people, they just keep taking the money and keep getting beat up by life and not realizing what's happening. These people, they know some stuff. They know some stuff. So these are people who actually pay attention to spirituality. They pay attention to nature and how it works. These are the people, like the people in the Bible, who were actually paying attention and learned the lessons and put it in writing, so that we in this generation and further generations in the future can learn from their mistakes. These people, whoever these 5,000 people are, they pay attention. They're not useless sacks of meat like you. They're not stupid like you. So they know that you're delusional. It would never happen. This fraud and criminality for personal or financial gain. They know that whatever you're trying to do to me will never work. Look, God saved them from their own stupid decisions. Because they saw the signs. They knew it would never happen. Y'all sold them delusions through falsified information about me. Assassinating my character by making them believe that I'm the assassinator. Anything in this society that can be destroyed by the emergence of truth, it will and should be destroyed. Speaking the truth is not a crime, as much as y'all want it to be. All I do is speak the truth. And if me speaking the truth reveal some of y'all most esteemed heroes as sacks of shit, they were always sacks of shit. They're just great at pretending to be somebody. They were great at pretending to be people of high esteem. They were never somebody of high esteem. If the revelation of truth can bring anybody down from their high place, they were never officially in that high place. They put themselves there because they weren't doing the work to get there, and that's why the truth can ruin them. How is that my fault? They built their career, they built their house, they built their system on sinking sand instead of building on the rock. That's a them problem. I didn't ruin anybody's career. You built it on falsehoods. That's why it's so easy to ruin. Because when the truth emerges, all lies crumble. That's what's happening. That's why y'all try so hard to stop people from feeling courageous enough to speak the absolute truth. Because you know it can ruin you. So stop building on lies then. Actually do the work. Become who you say you are. That's what you're supposed to do. But instead, y'all putting all your effort in trying to shut people like me up. Y'all try to get all type of people involved in shutting me up. Y'all come in large numbers to intimidate me and intimidate people like me. But if God be for us, it's more than the whole world against us. The Bible teaches that. Our ancestors left that in the Bible for us to know. Say, as long as God is for us, it's more than the whole bumbleclot world against us. And the whole world isn't against us because I got my delegates here that's working for God. I now got these 5,000 people who ain't gonna fuck with me no more, plus the 10,000 from before. My numbers are going up. And yours are going down. Yeah. So God saved them from their stupid decisions, and time is running out. Those who say they are Jews that are not, they're actually of the synagogue of Satan. Wagwan. Time is running out, Jews. Your time is running out, and the amount of people that you can call on to help you to bring me down, they're running out too. You will receive compensation for your inflictions, financial or other kind. You thought you'd be getting stronger and stronger you thought you'd be getting stronger and stronger in this fight between me and you. How stupid of you. How mountainously stupid of you. You keep telling yourself y'all gonna get stronger, y'all gonna have success in hurting me, and y'all keep getting everything except that. And yet you still keep hope. You still keep hope alive. How stupid of you. How mountainously stupid of you. And you're trying to hurt someone that never did anything to you. So, I will receive compensation for your inflictions on me. Because God is watching. God knows who's guilty and God knows who is innocent. Duh. God see you and your minions. All your superstars who call themselves superstars, yet they get frightened when they see me just turn up a little bit. Eh? This ain't even much. It's just a little bit. And they all scared and bothered and moved and rattled and shit. Eh? And they're international superstars. And yet still they're faced by a little nobody like me. How low can they go? Because they must see themselves as lower than me. If they see me as low and they're bothered by my little step up on the ladder, then they must see themselves as lower than me. Why are you mad? Why are you jealous? What about me makes you jealous? What about me makes you jealous, bitch? So yeah, God is watching. Just because you're planning to do some more shit. So God gonna keep watching you as you plan to do some more shit. The ones in authority are untrustworthy, criminal minded. God see you. Number of persons involved, 30 to 50 of y'all. And y'all are trying to cleverly force a specific outcome, which is to discredit me, which is to make me quit, which is to make me maybe off myself. Never! Yeah, with your fake social media accounts. That trick is getting old now. Nobody on social media gonna believe any negative things that y'all say about me in a moment, because y'all keep trying it and they keep knowing y'all are lying and y'all still doing it. Your fake social media accounts for the agenda that you got. You know, it's not a gay agenda unless you want to try that too. She's gay. Well, the way how you train people to accept gayness, they'll be like, so. Yeah, you're the one who trained people to accept people and their gender and their sexuality for what it is. So you want to try and use, uh, uh, tell the people that I'm gay. They'll be like, so. And it's like if you try to tell them that I'm gay and I'm a high priestess, I'm therefore an abomination, they'll probably think, I don't know about that. Because if God is blessing them like that, then maybe it's not bad that I'm being gay. Yeah, gay can't be that bad if God keep blessing them like that. And then look at the tangled web that you're weaving, right? Because God say men having sex with men is an abomination. So now you're creating a scenario where the men having sex with other men or the men having sex with women in their anus, you're making them believe that it's okay. You see, do you see the kind of tangled web that you're weaving yourself into? God is watching. God, no, I'm not the one doing that shit. Do you see? So in just trying to get me, you're just doing a whole bunch of other shit in the background that you're not even conscious of doing. So when God really start to whoop your ass, you gonna wonder, is the crime really fitting? Is the punishment really fitting the crime? Yeah. God don't make mistakes. So but the fact that you can't see exactly what other repercussions are being manifested as a result of your primary action and your primary focus, that don't have nothing to do with it. You'll either learn about it at the time when you're getting punished or in the future, you'll be able to look back and say, oh, yeah, that's not God's problem. That's a you problem. But how much of a punishment God give you is what you deserve. Because you're fucking with things that you don't have any business fucking with because you think you're so intelligent when you're really mountainously stupid. But you're too stupid to stop as well. It's your funeral. Yeah, your little underground tunnel. Yeah, so you're trying to cleverly force a specific outcome with your fake social media accounts. So that means if maybe you're setting up fake social media in with my picture on it, or you're just telling people all type of lies about me, more lies on social media, and it's secret, so it's underground tunnel. So this could be like on the dark web or something. It's not it just in public. It's only a select group of people who get these messages, and we got pay attention. You will notice that it's fake social media accounts. Yeah, pay attention and assessment. So people are gonna start to think twice before they believe anything else that you say about me. Because it's like, how many times are we gonna catch you in a lie? How many times are your statements gonna be found to be inaccurate or untrue? How many times are you gonna lose to this girl before we actually start seeing you as the winner? You've lost too many times. Yeah, they want to make you look like So, yeah, God is saying if they pay attention, they will notice. Do your assessments with these fake social media accounts because they want to make me look like some kind of culprit. Yeah, so they're going to blame me for some other shit, okay? In their hidden message. So, like I said, this could be on the dark web or something. Their meeting place. It must be the dark web or something. It's not just out there in public like that. Yeah. So we got they won or succeeded and they will be punished. Look at what you won. That's what you're going to win. Because if you successfully lie to people on me, you lose. And if you try to lie on me and people don't believe the lies, you lose. Because if people believe your lies, you've committed a crime against one of God's anointed. And if people don't believe your lies, then they're not going to help you to try and hurt me. So either way, you lose. Checkmate. Gosh, next. We got number of persons involved 101 to 200 people moving forward. And they believe you will beg. Interesting. Otherworldly being or mystical beings. So what's going on there? So we got about 200 people moving forward. They believe somebody will beg. We got otherworldly being or mystical being that could be talking about me. We got number of persons involved, about 1,000. The mask energy, so that's God energy coming in. And we got victim, but unbothered. That sounds like me. The victim is gonna be unbothered. So let's see. So we got up to 200 people moving forward. So you're gonna get some people to help you. So God is elaborating on they wanna succeeded, but they will be punished. God didn't even let us get too far before God let us know. Yeah, they're gonna be punished. Yeah, they're gonna win. They're gonna be able to convince some people of that you're some kind that you're gonna be able to convince some people that I'm some kind of culprit. Yes, 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 you are. But you gonna be punished for that because, like I said, if you succeed in telling lies to people, you're committing a crime. Thereby, you're liable for punishment. And if you don't convince them, then they're not gonna help you, and that's your punishment in itself. So there's about 200 people moving forward who are going to help you to try to do something to me. And they believe I will beg. But they're going to find out that the victim is unbothered. That the victim would be me. I'd just be unbothered as usual. Too blessed to stress. So I'm going to be unbothered. So it's like you did all that work and it's like, you know, like, it's like you create this big thing like you're about to do this great magic trick, and let's say you were doing a magic trick and you were supposed to manifest a hippopotamus, and you did all the do and all you manifested was just a ladybug. How off are you? Anyway, so we got about 100 people gonna be watching surveillance. You wanna succeeded, and there's more. So while the 200 people are helping you going forward to turn me into some kind of culprit in the or or you gonna manage to turn me into a culprit in the minds of these 200 people, we got at least another 100 people over here that's gonna be watching me just win, being unbothered. Because this hidden entrance, hidden information, and stuff like that is just a diversion to maintain your culture. Because you got to make me look like I'm losing this battle. Because you can't allow people to see you in the losing position. You can't afford to lose your street credibility. So even if you have to just create an illusion to make the people observing the situation believe that you are the master, you're going to do that even though you know you're just a mountain of stupidity. So you know, and I know, and God know, and the delegates know, and these 100 people watching know that you got that L. Loser. But you are okay with everybody else believing that you got W. Right. As you wish, my dear. Yeah. And look, this is organized crime involving government officials. I was wondering when y'all gonna show up. So you gonna try to get the private sector to help you, and they're just gonna see the bullshit and be like, "This is God's. This woman is a woman of God. This woman is not somebody for us to mess around with. Look at what's happening in our life. Every time that we try to mess with her, look at what happened." So they quit. So now you come in again. Every time that you hire some people to do the bullshit for you, you have to end up stepping in and taking over the fight yourself. Do you notice that? So it's like the more people you get involved is the more people that you allow to find out that I am a woman of God. So the dwindling numbers of your organization is your own doing. It's your own. You're your own undoing. Yeah. You know, the lies aren't working anymore. The number of persons involved, more than a whole million now. Let's see. The culprit has been caught. See? So more and more and more people gonna find out that I'm innocent. Look, they can't defeat you. You can't defeat me. You know that. And as much people as you get involved in this, they little by little they're finding out that you can't defeat me as well. So as much as you want to keep it a secret, you know how news travels through the grapevine. They go, no, you can't defeat me, and soon nobody gonna want to help you. I'll wait. You can't defeat me because of my connections in high places, and they're knowing. Touch not the Lord's anointed, and do God's prophets no harm. They're saying she must be a woman of God, bruv. She must be who she says she is, because look at what happened every time that we try to hurt her. Look at what happened to us. So you got underground tunnel, we got underground city. So it's like you're looking to see who's helping me, but you can't see them. Just like I'm looking to see who's hurting me, and I can't physically see you, but I see the results. I see the results of your acts. When I'm here chilling out and I'm getting knocked out by the gases that you're spewing into my atmosphere. Falling asleep involuntarily. A couple days ago, I fell asleep with my scissors on the bed. And I don't ever do that. But I was working on a project and I don't even know when I fell asleep. Because if I knew I was gonna fall asleep, I would move the scissor from off the bed and put it on the table. Because it's dangerous, obviously, to be sleeping next to a fucking scissor on your bed. So you see the type of problems that you're putting yourself in. You think that if I got hurt, you think that you wouldn't have to pay for that? And I know you get punished every time that you fuck with me. But you too stupid to realize. That's why you keep doing it. Every day the bucket a go a well. But one day the bottom a go drop out. One day the bottom a go drop out. One day the bottom a go drop out. Every time you try and get your minions to do something to me, you always end up having to come in and do it yourself, government. You losers. Yeah, so that's what God wanna talk about. Yeah, yeah, it's like y'all just keep doing the same shit. Y'all just keep doing the same shit. How many times this message has come out now? So the psychological manipulation didn't work. So you tried to convince these people that I'm the bad guy with whatever tactics you use. And I know that you got some kind of a spell or something in place. So even when people try and do readings on me, they get the information that you and your high level magicians want them to get rather than get the truth, because the people doing the research on my case, they don't clear the air like I do. The reason why you and all your 11,000 magicians couldn't fuck with me is because I said that prayer, asking God to block anybody trying to interfere with this reading. I'm urging anybody who want to look into my case, before you start your investigation, ask God to block anybody trying to interfere with your investigation. So that way God will block the interference that these people have no doubt put up to confuse those who would actually do the work to find out what is really going on in my case with the US government, the UK government, the Montserrat government, and Ptah, Egyptian god Ptah, and whoever else has chosen to make themselves my enemies. These are high level magicians. These are people with plenty power. You have to approach the investigation with plenty power, same way. So ask God to clear the way. Ask God to block anybody trying to interfere with your investigation, so you can bypass all the bullshit traps that they want you to drop in, because they're trying to convince y'all that I'm the bad person. So they're going to do everything in their power to make it look so. Like the card said, they're trying to make me look like I'm the culprit. Clear the energy. Ask God or your God, whatever you pray to, ask that entity to clear the way, block anybody trying to interfere with your investigation so you can get the truth. If you're not going to ask your higher power to block anybody trying to interfere with the investigation, it don't make no sense you better even try to do the investigation. Ask God to block anybody trying to interfere with your investigation into my case. Because I'm a wanted woman by a whole bunch of very high profile magicians. Very powerful magicians. But God can bypass that with the snap of a finger. And this is why I say that prayer when I come into these readings, because I know I'm being targeted to be discredited. Block anybody trying to interfere with your reading or your investigation before you start. And see the results that you get when you do that in comparison to the results you get when you don't. See the information that come out when you block anybody trying to interfere with your investigation in comparison to the results, the information that you were getting when you were not clearing the airways like that. And that in itself is another lesson for you in spirituality. Because if somebody's targeting you and they want to corrupt your message, if you left yourself wide open, because if you're a reader or something and you're working for someone of high profile, that's a wanted person by the magicians like these people who are on my trail. If they know they're coming to you, you got yourself wide open, they'll just corrupt your message out so that whatever you tell them is not accurate. But when you ask God to block anybody trying to interfere, or ask your God to block anybody trying to interfere with your reading or your investigation, then you can live confidently knowing that whatever comes out, that's what God want to come out, not their enemies. Because if you ask God, or if you ask your God to do this thing, it is in your God's best interest to grant you that, or else it will diminish God's power in your eyes and in your mind. And God can't afford to do that because God is trying to help us to build our faith in it. You see? So it's in God's best interest to make sure that it keeps its reputation pure in our sight, in our mind. This is a battle between good and evil. This is spiritual warfare. So you have to know the steps and take the steps necessary. And don't think that you're the most powerful magician in the world. There are people around who have been alive for thousands of years to this day. Imagine the things that they've learned. Imagine what they can do. They mobilized 11,000 people the other day to come up against me. So imagine who they know. Your little strength cannot override the strength of this 11,000 or even more. If they really want to corrupt the message that you're about to give to whoever this high profile person is. Are you understanding what I'm saying? So you need to make sure that you get rid of all interference. Let God get rid of all interference. And let God use you as the instrument and the channel to bring the message. So you know it's a pure message, you know it's an accurate message, or else it will be a corrupted message. See, when you're just working with regular people, there's nobody of high power that want to corrupt their message. So most of the time you can give them an accurate message because there's nobody trying to interfere. Nobody has a vested interest in them getting an inaccurate message unless they're working on you, the reader. You see it? So make it a habit to clear the airways for every reading that you do going forward. Every reading on everybody, because the game has shifted. Things have shifted. The game it got a little bit more serious. The game a little bit more turn up right now. So you have to protect yourself so that you can protect your reputation, because your reputation is your currency. If people can't rely on you to bring accurate messages, they're not going to have that much confidence in you, and they're going to find somebody else that's making you lose business. You can't afford to lose business. So you need to start to ask God to block anybody trying to interfere with your reading, with your investigation, whether you're investigating my case or you're investigating somebody else's case. Just make it a natural practice. That's my advice to you. And keep these evil people at bay, far away. They can't fuck with you because you're on God's side and God is on your side. God is our strength. Okay? I hope somebody's hearing me. But don't just enter into readings anymore willy-nilly on your own strength and with your own power. Because we by ourselves are nothing. God is everything. Your God. My God. Bring God into your situation. Right. Thank you so much for joining me today. Until next time, I love this. All the best. And remember, if you're investigating my case, clear the air first. Ask God to block anybody trying to interfere with your investigation so you can get accurate information. Or else the message will be corrupt because you're coming up against the firewalls of very high level magicians who have made themselves my enemy. So anybody looking into my case, there's going to be something in place to stop y'all from getting accurate readings. It only makes sense. Okay? So let God stand at the door, and that will just nullify whatever magic they've put up to block people from getting accurate readings on my case. Their magic will become powerless instantly, like I do to them every time. I'm the most powerful magician in the world. Yeah, I know somebody more powerful than you. Shut it and sit down. Jews who say you're Jews but are not. You're actually of the synagogue of Satan. Yeah. Idiots.